Hey everyone, what's up? I just got home probably a couple hours ago, and I finally sat down, and I got on CNN to see if there was any interesting articles. And I saw this article right here, rapper DMX arrested for tax evasion. And I thought, you know, interesting, another story in regards to money. And just last night I talked about the story of the man being stuck in the ATM and how I thought that it was a possible tribute to the 88th anniversary of the stock market crash that will be this year in October. And I even pointed out that the guy they emphasized in this story helped me, and help me in gematria equals 103, if I can find where I was here. Help me equals 103 in the reverse method, and it was also 103 days before, or we got the story 103 days before the anniversary of Black Thursday, October 24th. And if you write out stock market crash in the reduced reverse method, it equals 103. And now we're getting this story about DMX, and the story also happened on July 13th. So it was 103 days before the anniversary of the stock market crash beginning. And I'm positive this story is also connected to what I was talking about. But before I go any farther, if you don't understand what I just mentioned in regards to how what I was talking about equals 103, or what gematria is, check the description of this video. I'll leave a 15-minute video called How to Gematria. It explains exactly what I'm talking about. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. It is every single day. It is in the media. Doesn't matter what story you read. They're coded this way. They do tributes to certain things. They murder people by the numbers, and it's all synced up to the calendar as well. So just check out that video. It will give you a better understanding of what I'm talking about. And then, you can use it for yourself, and you'll just understand what I'm saying. So the reason that I know that it is connected to the stock market crash and the Great Depression is because DMX has the album that came out when I was a senior in high school called The Great Depression. I mean, instantly it clicked in my head. I was like, another story about money that came out on July 13th, 103 days, and I thought, what are the odds, the Great Depression. And in the article, they also tell us that he didn't pay 1.7 million in taxes. If you write that out in gematria, it equals 103. Just like stock market crash, 103 days before the anniversary of the beginning of the stock market crash. I also didn't notice the other day that July 13th is 29 days after Donald Trump's birthday. The reason Donald Trump is so significant to it is because it's the 88th anniversary of the stock market crash this year. Trump in gematria equals 88. And the last president, when the actual stock market crash happened, his name was Herbert Hoover. H, the 8th letter, a lot like 88, right? And that's the 88th anniversary. But Trump's birthday was 29 days before July 13th. And Black Tuesday was on the 29th day of October in the year 1929, and it was when the only president from Iowa, Herbert Hoover, was the president, and Iowa is the 29th state. And there's a whole lot more. There's all kinds of stuff all throughout history with Iowa and the number 29. Kinnick Stadium, where the Iowa Hawkeyes play, built in the year 29. I said in the last video, Interstate 29 goes all the way through Iowa from north to south. The word black also equals 29, and the word white also equals 29. White equals 29 the small way, black equals 29 the big way. And think about that in regards to DMX, black and whatnot. And I'll get more into that in a second, but it's just interesting. Black Tuesday, and they always code the number 59 on black people. I'll show you that in a minute. So I also noticed that if you go from Trump's birthday to the Black Tuesday, it's a span of 137 days. Today, or the day that this DMX got arrested, was 13/7, July 13th. And, 137 days from Donald Trump's birthday. It's the 33rd prime number. The people that I'm talking about who use this system of gematria and whatnot are the Freemasons, the highest degree of Freemasonry, 33. And it's all based on God and Jesus and whatnot. Jesus supposedly died on the cross, age 33. It's a really important number to them. We even last got a story about DMX. Maybe there was some other ones. The last story that I remember getting about DMX was the one where he had a supposed asthma attack and he was unconscious. That was 1 year, 5 months, and 6 days ago, which is interesting because 156, if you write out 33, it equals 156, and 156 is the, or 911 is the 156th prime number. And actually, I'll just show this really quick. Check this out. So, it was on February 8th when this story came out about him and the asthma attack. It was super connected to Super Bowl 50, which I'm going to get into. But it was 1 year, 5 months, and 6 days ago. And what's even interesting is that if you change this to 2017, it's 156 days after this date as well. So 1 year, 5 months, 6 days ago, and also 156 days after the 1 year anniversary or whatever. So definitely significant and connected to what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you go from Donald Trump's birthday to the beginning of the stock market crash, Black Thursday, is a span of 132 days. And I've been talking a whole lot about the Jesuits and the Catholic Church lately. Catholic Church equals 132. Roman Catholic equals 132. Trump just turned 71 years old. The word Catholic equals 71. And the date numerology of the 88th anniversary of the stock market crash beginning is 71. And Donald Trump also went to a Jesuit university, Fordham University. Pope Francis, so the supposed first Jesuit pope. And, the Jesuits are infiltrated into Freemasonry. They're all one and the same. So, let's get on to DMX here then. So, the story, it comes 159 days before DMX's birthday. And what's interesting about that is that his real name, Earl Simmons, in reverse gematria, equals 159. So, he gets arrested 159 days before his birthday. His real name equals 159. I also pointed out his real name in satanic gematria equals the same as Donald Trump, 523. The word Herbert Hoover equals 159. Once again, Herbert Hoover was the president when the stock market crash happened in the year 29. If you write out the Great Depression, it equals 91. If you write out 1929, the year that it happened, it equals 91. October 29th equals 88. Just like Trump, it's going to be the 88th anniversary. HH equals 88. 88, a number, in a lot of videos, I've mentioned how it's connected to satanic rituals, too. So interesting that DMX and Donald Trump equal the same thing in satanic gematria. Also, in the story, they said that DMX was charged with 14 counts. 14 counts related to tax evasion. Well, if you write out DMX, DMX equals 14. That's why you got 14 counts, 159 days before his birthday, and his real name equals 159. I also noticed that he's 46 years old right now. They even say that in the article. And IRS equals 46. The word rap equals 46, the reverse way. I also pointed out that IRS, the small way, in reverse equals 26, just like dollar, just like bank. Now here's where it gets really good. So if you write out tax evasion in the reverse reduced method, it equals 59, and just the reduced method, it equals 40. DMX in the reverse method equals 40. Rough Riders equal 59. Tax evasion equals 59. Stock market crash, the small way, equals 59. 59 is this big number that is stamped in a negative way on black people all throughout history. I'll leave a link to a couple other videos. I talked about it a whole lot in the death of Fresh Kid Ice. I mentioned a whole bunch of stuff in that. So I'll just leave a link to that video. But the word slave equals 59, Negro equals 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Cotton picker equals 59. You know, just tons of examples. So interesting, Rough Riders equals 59. Tax evasion. This reminds me of Wesley Snipes as well. And then just think about that in regards to Black Thursday, Black Tuesday. The word Thursday in the reverse method, the small way, equals 46. If you write out Black Thursday, it equals 46 in the reduced method. Think about that. DMX, 46 years old. IRS equals 46. If you read out 14, so he's charged with 14 counts, 14 equals 41 the reduced way, and 40 the reverse reduced way, right? And DMX equals 41 the reduced way, and 40 the reverse way. So like it flip-flop them, right? 14 counts, 14 equals the same as DMX. The attorney in the story, his name is June H. Kim. I'll just show it to you. All coded by the numbers. Attorney June H. Kim. His name, identical to DMX. What are the odds, you know? June H. Kim, 40 and 41. They also made a little joke in the article about how he hasn't paid his taxes. X gonna give it to you. X gun give it to you. And they said, but they didn't give it to the, you know, to pay his taxes or whatever. X gun give it to you equals 185 the reverse way. Just like stock market crash the big way. Donald Trump's full name, Donald John Trump, equals 185. I also put in here dogs in satanic gematria equals 185. Just found that interesting. DMX always talking about dogs, you know, barking in a lot of his songs. Dog is the reverse of God, right? And then think about that in regards to satanic gematria. The arrest also comes 208 days after his 46th birthday. And if you read out the Great Depression, it equals 208, just like the amount of days after his birthday. And there's something important to the letter X or whatever. It's really odd because just last night I commented on one of Zenith of the Alpha's older videos, not super old, you know, because he hasn't been doing videos for very long. But for some reason I commented, one drew my attention and I commented on it, and it was all about the letter X, right? And DMX is all about the letter X as well. And he was super coded to Super Bowl 50. Super Bowl even equals 41, just like DMX. And let's look at this story. I think I made a video about it a long time ago, but Super Bowl 50 was the White Bronco versus the Black Panther, and there was a bunch of Black Panther tributes in this, you know. The letter X equals 24 because it's the 24th letter and whatnot. And there was even Beyonce wore the X on her outfit at the halftime show like Michael Jackson did in 1993. In regards to Malcolm X, Malcolm equals 24. X equals 24. Little equals 24. That's what he said that was his slave name was Little. Little even equals 24, just like Malcolm, and then he takes on X, Malcolm X. X in Roman numerals is 10. And the score of the Super Bowl that year was 24-10. XX. And it was super coded to Super Bowl XX in 1985. Even the coach of the Panthers was a player on the Chicago Bears that year. The Chicago Bears won 46-10, I believe. Chicago equals 46. They won with 46 points. They were even using the, at the time, revolutionary 4-6 defense. You know, they beat the Patriots. Patriots equal 46. All the Super Bowls, always coded this way. Super coded whatever, you know. And there was all kinds of stuff in regards to X going on. There was the fake Xavion Dobson shooting, if you remember, and then Obama, he was even number 24, and Obama claimed the 24th day of the year to be Xavion Dobson Day, and that was also the same day that the show X-Files made a comeback, and it first aired again on the 24th day of 2016. And there was also this. So what I was saying was that Deadpool, the movie Deadpool, came out just after the Super Bowl, and if you watch the trailer, the theme song is even X gonna give it to you or whatever, you know, X gonna give it to you. It's just hilarious, you know. And then we got a story about DMX. I believe, honestly, I posted this on February 11th, but I don't think CNN put the video, or I don't think CNN put it out until the 41st day of the year. And remember, DMX equals 41, even though it happened on the 39th day of the year. CNN didn't put it out until the 41st day of the year. DMX equals 14 and 41. I also pointed out the date numerology of that was 46, and it was, you know, all about the 85 Bears, Super Bowl XX, and DMX currently 46 years old right now. Super Bowl equals 41. Where he had this asthma attack also equals 46, and it happened on a date numerology of 46. But where he had it, and then they took him to St. Joseph's Medical Center. St. Joseph's equals 41 and 131, just like Super Bowl. DMX equals 41. So, I guess who knows? I just wanted to show this story about DMX. It's super coded by the numbers, everything in it. And it's just interesting. He has the album The Great Depression. The story came out on the day that I was talking about yesterday about the ATM guy connected to it. And this story is about money as well. The Great Depression, 208 days after his birthday. Up here, you know what I just realized too? When I had to wait for the 15 minutes of this video to pause or whatever, I was double checking that it was Donald Trump in satanic gematria that equals 523, just like Earl Simmons. And when I typed in Donald Trump, I noticed Donald Trump in the reverse way equals 159. So Donald Trump 159, Earl Simmons 159, Herbert Hoover 159. So super coded to what I'm talking about. Does that mean there's going to be a stock market crash with Donald Trump or this year? You know, who knows? Possibly, or maybe they're just doing a tribute to it. You know, they do tributes all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen again, but I don't know. We'll see. You know, in regards to DMX equaling 41 and all these 41 connections to the Great Depression. Supposedly came to an end in the year 1941. So it began in 29 and came to an end in 41. I guess just something I was thinking about that I don't think I wrote in here. So, gonna leave it at that. Hopefully you checked out the how-to gematria video if you made it this far. And, you know, you can start doing this for yourself. It doesn't really take that much. So, have a good one. Peace. Actually, I just want to add one more thing in regards to Donald Trump, though, in regards to Wall Street, right? Wall Street, Donald Trump wants to build the wall. He was elected president on the anniversary of the falling of the Berlin Wall. You know, there's all kinds of wall symbolism this year. You even had the movie The Wall, or The Great Wall, came out this year. Think about how far in advance they had been planning this movie. They knew Donald Trump was going to be the president well in advance. No way they just released a movie called The Great Wall and the movie The Wall, and then they bring out the game show The Wall with LeBron James and whatnot. There's all kinds of wall symbolism that they've been building up, you know, well before Donald Trump was the president. They had all that planned out. And I don't know, just thinking about it, Wall Street, whatever, you know, just throwing that out there. Peace again.